Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming the high-end makeup tag. I have been seeing this going around and I am super excited to tell you guys my answers. I feel like this tag has some really good questions and so I hope that you guys are excited for the video. Let's go ahead and get started. I saw this tag thanks to my friends Morgan Turner and Charlotte Holdcroft, and the original creators of these tags are Kelly Gooch and Jenna Frosay. So I'm going to go ahead and link all four of those videos down below for you guys to watch if you haven't already. I had a really fun time watching their videos and seeing what their thoughts were on all of these questions. They came up with 14 questions total, and let's just go ahead and get started. Question number one is, if you could only use one high-end makeup brand, which one would it be? I definitely have top two favorite makeup brands and it was hard to decide between the two, but ultimately I chose Charlotte Tilbury, and let me tell you guys why. I love Pat McGrath with a passion. In fact, Pat McGrath complexion products like foundation, concealer, setting powder, I like those better than the Charlotte Tilbury equivalent. However, at this moment in time, Pat McGrath does not have bronzers or blushes, and that simply is just a deal breaker for me, especially the bronzers. And if I'm looking to hypothetically use only one brand for the rest of my life, that brand needs to definitely have bronzers. And so that is why I choose Charlotte Tilbury, because I absolutely love all of Charlotte Tilbury and I feel like it's a more complete makeup line at this moment in time. She's got the setting powder, the blushes, the bronzers, and some other little things that Pat McGrath is unfortunately still missing in her lineup. So that is why I go with Charlotte Tilbury, because she's got everything and I actually love everything that she makes for the most part. All of her products work really well for me. They are really good quality and I truly enjoy them. Plus, if you buy from her website specifically, you get free shipping on any order, and she's got really good customer service and the shipping is fast for her. So overall, those were just some of the reasons that steer me into the Charlotte Tilbury direction, even though there are some Pat McGrath products that I like better. Question number two, what is the most underrated high-end makeup brand? And I picked Makeup Forever because I feel like there hasn't been a lot of talk of Makeup Forever in the past few years. I don't think they've been coming out with that many new products, but I absolutely love Makeup Forever as a brand. Their foundations are good, bronzers, highlighters, blushes, you name it. It's a really nice artistry brand. Their eyeshadows are excellent. They have a beautiful collection of brushes. Their primers are good. Yet I feel like we don't talk about Makeup Forever that much anymore. You don't hear that much buzz about it anymore. So I think at the moment Makeup Forever is a little bit of an underrated makeup brand. Question number three, what is the most overrated high-end makeup brand? And for that I chose Too Faced. And I feel like there was a point in my life where Too Faced was all the hype and there was a reason for it. Their products were good, their formulas, their packaging, they kept coming out with new and innovative things. And for a couple of years now, I feel like a lot of people continue to talk about Too Faced and it's still one of the top brands, but for a couple of years now I don't feel like they've released anything worthwhile. Everything they've come out with is kind of subpar in comparison to the products they used to launch in the past. And I feel like Estee Lauder Companies is to blame for that, because they bought off Too Faced, and since then I feel like their products have been slowly just kind of going downhill. I feel like there used to be excitement for their brand with reason. They kept coming out with new and exciting and innovative products that would work well. And throughout the past couple of years, everything's meh, we've seen it before, next, or if it's a holiday thing, it's very cheaply made. So I think at the moment they're a little bit overrated. I hope nobody gets offended. I just don't get as excited about Too Faced anymore, and maybe it's just I'm not the targeted market for them anymore, and a few years back I was, but meh, I'm just okay, what else is new, you know? Question number four is, what is your favorite high-end product under $50? And I feel like I chose the lamest yet most exciting thing ever. And that is this right here. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Under Eye Setting Powder. There's nothing like it. I have tried a ton of setting powders and this one is just the best. I like that it's baked. I like that it doesn't make a huge mess when you apply it, and it is a super finely milled powder, so you can put it over any concealer and it helps with the creasing. It helps the concealer stay on. It smooths the lines on your face. It's just magic. I really love it. I feel like I have such issues with like my under eyes getting creasy or looking dry, or just like I have problematic under eyes, okay? And I feel like this powder has been godsend because I can put it over any concealer I choose to use and it just makes it stay, and it makes it not crease, and it makes it look smooth. It's just the best. Also, there are a lot of high-end products I like more than that one, of course, but they're all more expensive than the $50 mark. Question number 5 is, what is a hidden gem for the high-end category that no one talks about? If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know about this because I talk about it, but I never hear anybody else talking about this, and that is the Touche Eclat Full Cover Concealer for the under eyes. Ironically, I feel like back in the day, people would talk about the original Touche Eclat, which is just brightening and it doesn't have any coverage at all. Yet nowadays, nobody talks about like its bad of a sister that is just so much better and improved, and it has coverage and it still brightens the under eye, and it's such a thin consistency that like your under eyes look amazing and your lines don't show, and it's just like beautiful, okay? Apparently I'm very passionate about my under eyes, okay? Like I said, I have problematic under eyes, and this right here, I love it. It is this and the Pat McGrath concealers for me. Love them both. They're kind of different. This one's just a little bit more medium coverage, but also much more lightweight, and it is delicious. I never hear anyone talking about this one, but if you guys want a really good concealer that is going to make your under eyes look smooth, it's going to cover the dark circles, and it's not going to enhance any lines, get this. And then also get that Pat McGrath setting powder, and together you're gonna have the under eyes of your dreams, okay? Question number 6 is, what is your favorite high-end foundation? And my favorite high-end foundation is the new Gucci foundation. I'm fucking with you, okay? I hate this shit. It's so stupid and dry. Do not buy it. My actual favorite high-end foundation is this beautiful thing right here. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Skin Fetish Foundation. This covers all of my redness. It has a beautiful medium coverage. It looks luminous and hydrated. It makes my skin look dewy. It is just a dream in a bottle, okay? If you have dark sunspots or acne scars that you need to cover, this is not going to be the foundation for you because it doesn't have that full coverage that you might need. But if you're someone who likes to just look natural and have foundation on that just feels very comfortable and makes you look beautiful, then I would definitely recommend the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection foundation from Pat McGrath. This stuff is just so freaking good. I absolutely love it. Question number 7, what products do you tend to buy more at the high-end price point? And that for me is my palettes. I love to splurge on palettes, and I feel like it's worth it because I feel like you can find every single makeup category at a lower price point and you can find something that performs well. But when it comes to eyeshadows, I feel like more is more with the price of eyeshadows. Like when you buy a Mothership palette that is $125, I don't think you'll be disappointed with the formula because the formula on those palettes is just exquisite. Same thing goes for buying Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes. So I feel like eyeshadow palettes are definitely the one thing that I love to splurge on. And personally, I think it's worth it. I love all of my high-end and luxury eyeshadow palettes. Question number 8, what high-end brand do you think is overpriced? I feel like there are a few. However, I went with Sicily, and this might be a little bit of an ignorant answer, I think, because I've never tried their products, so who am I to say that they're overpriced? But I feel like I've never tried their products because they're so freaking expensive. So I've heard good things about the primer. I've heard good things about the foundation. Maybe the price is justified. However, the prices of those products are like luxury plus prices, so I haven't felt like splurging on those, you know? Question number 9 is, what is your favorite high-end limited edition product? And I have an answer for you guys, and that is the Fire Rose palette by Charlotte Tilbury. Charlotte, why would you do this to us? Why would you release the best palette you've released since the brand launch and make it limited edition? Why? Why? This quad right here is, in my opinion, like I said, the best Charlotte Tilbury quad ever. I absolutely love every single shade in here. The pigments are great, the formulas are amazing, the colors are rich and beautiful, and like they work on so many different complexions. This little quad is just incredible and I love it, and I really wish that she brings it back because it was also available for such a short amount of time. It sold out so freaking fast, and I'm so sad for everybody who wasn't able to get it, honestly. I'm really hoping that she brings it back at some point because this palette was everything. Question number 10. What is the best high-end eyeshadow formula? I was debating between two. I was debating between Natasha Denona and Pat McGrath for this one. And I decided to go with Natasha Denona. And don't get me wrong, I love my Pat McGrath eyeshadows, you guys know that, but I think Natasha Denona makes creamier mattes, and so for that reason I chose Natasha Denona instead of Pat McGrath. Pat McGrath matte shades are okay, I can work with them, they're nice and blendable. I like that they're rich pigments that can be blended out to like look a little bit more sheer. However, I feel like Natasha Denona's matte eyeshadows are a little bit creamier, they blend a little bit easier, therefore I think Natasha has the best formulas. And as far as the Blitz Astral shades from Pat McGrath, those are definitely very special. However, I feel like Natasha has some glimmery shades that can kind of compete with those as well, plus she has, again, the creamiest, most blendable mattes, so I think I'm going to say Natasha Denona. What is the worst high-end eyeshadow formula? Have you guys tried to swatch? Because I haven't bought it either, because I swatched it and I was like taken aback at how bad it was. Those clutch looking palettes from YSL. Oh my god. We got one of those at the YSL counter at work, and I was playing with it because I was interested, and I swatched the eyeshadows, and that was like kids makeup swatches. Like it was like I could not see what was swatching where. Like those were bad. They were so chalky and dry, and they had zero pigment. What happened there? I don't understand what happened there. Maybe it's just like the one palette that I tried. I'm going to put a picture of it right here so you guys can see which one I'm talking about, but I didn't understand that. Again, I haven't tried it on my eyes because I was just so sad when I couldn't see any pigment coming out of it. But my point is, I think that's for sure the worst high-end eyeshadow formula I've ever tried. Okay, question number 12. What high-end brand did you used to love but aren't crazy about anymore? I feel like there are a couple of makeup brands that fall into this category for me, Too Faced being one of them. I feel like Urban Decay as well. It's been decaying lately, no pun intended. What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm tired, okay? Too Faced, like I mentioned before, Urban Decay as well. I feel like it's not been releasing too many things that I'm excited about. Oh my god, I totally forgot about this one, but just remembered. Cover FX. Cover FX used to bring out some really cool products that I used to really like, and I feel like I haven't seen them lately. So I feel like Cover FX would also be a good answer for this one. I'm not super excited about what they bring out anymore. Number 13, what high-end product did you not expect to like but totally wowed you? And my answer for that is this right over here. This is the Rare Beauty Bliss Liquid Blush, and I absolutely love this one. It is just such a nice little treat of a blush. It blends out so easily. I've heard really good things about this blush in general. I've heard that the other colors are really good as well. I really like this one because I'm not a huge fan of blush, so I like something that is more on the subtle side like this one is. And so Bliss was definitely a hit for me. I was not expecting that much from a liquid blush. Like I'm not a liquid blush wearer. However, this is definitely a really good formula, and it's so easy to apply, so easy to blend, so easy to use. It definitely wowed me. Last question, question number 14. What is your favorite high-end eyeshadow palette right now? I cannot pick between these because it depends on the day. But definitely my Pat McGrath Mothership palettes. I feel like I saw other girls answer the same thing, but it's because it's the truth, okay? I'm obsessed with these. I'm obsessed with the packaging. As you can see, I cannot throw it away. The palettes are in here. I'm obsessed with every single one of these. I have the Subliminal palette, the Bronze Seduction, and then Divine Rose 1 and 2. These are my babies. It depends on the day which one I want to reach for. The formula is very consistent among this, and if you guys want to like truly treat yourself and splurge on some Pat McGrath eyeshadows, I recommend that you go for a Mothership palette. The smaller palettes are cute. The one that she released for holiday that was cheaper was nice, and like it was a good introduction to the line if you don't want to go all the way. However, I do think that buying the $125 Mothership palette is a whole different experience, because these are the ones that come with the 4 Blitz Astral shades in them, and I feel like those shades formula are a huge part of why these palettes are so special. So definitely Pat McGrath Mothership palettes are my favorites. Notice how like my favorite eyeshadow formula was Natasha Denona, but my favorite palettes are actually Pat McGrath. I was thinking about that and I was like, why are you so weird? But honestly, I just feel like Natasha Denona has creamier matte shades. So I feel like her eyeshadows are better because they're a little bit more user-friendly than Pat McGrath when it comes to the matte shades specifically. However, I can definitely work with the Pat McGrath matte eyeshadows, and the Blitz Astral shades definitely make the Mothership palettes super special. So these right here are definitely my favorite luxury palettes. And that concludes this video. This was such a fun video to film. I had so much fun answering these questions. Please let me know down in the comments section which one is your favorite high-end or luxury eyeshadow formula. You guys know I'm an eyeshadow palette freak, and that is the question I want to know the answer to. Let me know which brand has the best eyeshadow formulas in your opinion. And if you want to answer any other of these questions in the comment section below, I will look forward to reading what you guys have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you so much, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. Oh, and if anyone wants to see this look that I'm wearing, I did film it. It's going to be either the video before or the video after this one, so definitely check it out. Okay, bye now.